if you look at one of the most impactful periods in all our lives was COVID. One of the most impactful things that was done was really COVID. And the ability to scale up, provide vaccination services, provide you a certificate is probably even more advanced than the most advanced countries in the world have. At that scale, 2 billion shots done in India on a cloud platform. That is real impact. But coming to cloud and the changes that we're seeing is in the past, we've seen most people wanting to lift and shift because it seems like a fancy word, we have to move to cloud. But what is really the advantage of cloud? So giving you a few stories. So one of the Maharatnas that we actually work with is an energy major. And they have different businesses, right? They have the gas business, they have the fuel business, they have the lubes business, they have the retail business. Interestingly, they never knew their customers one from the other. There was no one platform that was created to enable these customers, for the company to know which customers are theirs, and for the customers to ensure that because they're on one platform, they can avail of all different services. And why am I talking about this? Because cloud, will it provide a competitive edge? It is easy to stitch together a point solution. It's always difficult to stitch together an orchestra of solutions. And the platform play, today if you look at some of the biggest valuations that are happening across the world, is a platform play. And if you're able to create this platform where you get different lines of business, and what does it mean for the customer? Customer, of course, the experience is great, but to give you an example today, if someone is in Tamil Nadu or someone is Orissa or someone is in Bengal, by just saying that I want my gas connection on a conversational AI platform, they can get gas delivered in 24 hours. And that's the power of cloud. To be now, everybody can copy and everything can be copied. But to copy a platform as a solution is extremely difficult. So as cloud, are we thinking platform? Are we thinking a point solution? Similarly, if you look at business models, the cloud has the ability to do a business model change. And again, giving you an example in terms of healthcare. Normally, you go to a hospital, you're diagnosed with maybe diabetes, blood pressure, whatever it is. You take some medicines, you come back home, but the connect between the hospital and you, the connect between the doctor and you, probably doesn't exist. I mean, only when you feel bad or when you feel something is wrong, you go to them. Now with devices, sensors, what the hospitals are able to do is connect you throughout and understand how your health is responding. So it doesn't mean, if you have, for example, blood sugar, right? And you can keep detecting with sensors what foods will ensure that your glucose levels actually go, your insulin levels go up or down. And accordingly, your doctor can figure out what could be best treatment, because all people are not similar. We react differently to different things. So today, this whole thing of connecting the ecosystem of patients with the hospitals, with all the devices and sensors to ensure that the best care can be given or personalized care can be given is what cloud is enabling. So really n equals to 1. There is to always be this thing that we have to have segmentation, stratification, so n is equal to 10,000, but now you can provide therapy, personalized therapy of n equals to 1. Third, how is cloud enabling supply chain? And again, I'll give you an example, which is a large FMCG company that we work with. It procures about $40 to $50 billion of commodities. Everybody has seen how the commodity prices have been fluctuating, and you can see the inflation, of course, being caused by commodities. Now, a very important thing is, can I buy better? What does that mean? Can I buy today? Can I buy 5 days later? Can I buy 15 days later? Can I buy 30 days later? And very important is, can I predict the price so that I know when to buy? So this particular basically FMCG company used the cloud, used AI ML on a platform to say how they could buy better and bring in efficiencies. Today their accuracy with what is happening in the world, the Ukraine war, COVID, and every day there is some crisis or the other, they're still able to predict about 97% accuracy, and this translates into their P&L. So when we talk about cloud, a lot of the times is, hey, my costs are going up because, very rarely anybody would tell me that because we've implemented cloud, the costs have actually come down. The costs are going up, But important thing is to ensure that what kind of costs are you also saving? What kind of legacy infrastructure are you also sunsetting? And cloud has moved from moving to, to the cloud from on-premise to basically saying, can we re-architect applications on the legacy? And lastly, a very important thing is time to market. Does it give you the edge to go to the market much faster? You look at the unicorns today, I think they will attribute their success to the cloud because of their ability to go much, much faster. And if you take even traditional sectors, I would say in terms of pharmacy, two things, for example, today 13 to 15% of research time can be reduced as per our own Deloitte findings from a cloud perspective. In some cases, that means as much as a year can go down. Today, 20% of the medicines in India are estimated to be fake. With using blockchain and cloud platforms, you can trace and actually say the authenticity of the medicine as well. So really, real social impact as well of what cloud is able to do. Lastly, I think this is probably one of the most hottest markets in the world, the cloud market. So to retain talent is probably the most difficult challenge. Every day someone walks with a resignation letter because he or she has a better offer. But I think this talent is very important to nurture. It's also very important to have flexibility in our talent models, which are beyond financial models, to ensure the success happens. How we use cloud to digitally transform our companies is more important than it just being a IT play of just moving from an infrastructure play to a cloud play. So I think we're seeing that, and the important thing is we're seeing Indian companies becoming world-class and beating their counterparts across the world. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a very, very good conference. Thank you.